Not wanting to seem too organised and turn up with a car, I decided just to steal one when I got to the airport. But what I'm going to do is show you how to steal a jumbo jet, or at least the easiest way I've found. Now, I hadn't actually come in this gate before, so I didn't realise you have to wait for it to open. There's a gate on the other end of the airport that you can just drive straight through. Anyway, when it comes to selecting your jet, the best option is to head up here to the right once you enter the airport. And head to one of the ones that it's already at the end of the runway, because you will need a fair bit of runway to take off in one of these things. So these are your better options. Now, when it comes to getting in the plane, this can be tricky. It took me a few attempts to get it right, but if you approach the plane at the angle you just saw me approach, so just past the front landing gear and towards where the wing attaches to the fuselage, and just pump that button to get in a vehicle. So whether it's triangle or Y, depending on what console you're on, just sort of get up close near the plane and pump it. There's no animation for getting in the plane, so it's not an exact science. If it doesn't work, move slightly, a metre in each direction, and just keep doing that until it works. Unfortunately, I've got 3 stars, so there was a bit of a priority to get in the plane and get going. Now, it's important to remember that if you clip the wings on the jumbo, on anything, whether it be a pole or a bin or something like that, the thing will just explode immediately and kill you. And trying to maneuver it correctly here, as you can see, it's a bit of a slow process. They're a big, fat, heavy thing, and there are stray poles all over the airport. It's actually easier if you try and steal it in the daytime, because at night it's obviously a little bit harder to see them. But I was finally happy that I wasn't going to clip the wings, so I charged off down the runway. Now, the police cars will sometimes wedge their cars in your wheels and you won't be able to take off. That's, unfortunately, it's not an exact science. You don't always get it, but there is a way you can get it without earning 3 stars, and that is to buy the hangar that is available at the airport. So if you go to the other gate, the other entrance on foot, an option will come up for you to purchase the hangar. I think it's around about 1.3 million, 1.6 million, somewhere there. I'm sure someone can confirm that in the comments for me, but that's the best place to go and do that. And of course, if you own the hangar, then you don't have to break in, so you don't get the 3 stars, and you can just wander up and steal a jumbo jet, which makes life a hell of a lot easier. But once you get it airborne, it's easy to lose the place, as I did here. Unfortunately, this was my first attempt at stealing a jumbo. It was my first successful attempt at stealing a jumbo, and I'm not really sure what I did wrong, but the engine's burnt out. I'm thinking, I heard somewhere that you're not supposed to hold the engines down, or that you're not supposed to hold the throttle on full or something like that. I'm not sure. I haven't spent a lot of time flying the jumbo jets, but the engine's burnt out, and it went into this sort of weird, quiet, eerie sort of free fall. Fast forward a little bit here. I was hoping to try and find a road to land on. It was never going to work, unfortunately, and it's also not very manoeuvrable when there's no engine, so unfortunately I ploughed into a building. Anyway, that is the easiest way to steal a jumbo jet. Hopefully you have found it helpful, and if you have, please leave a like. It lets me know that you've enjoyed it. And also hit subscribe if you're new. There's a couple of videos on the screen you may not have seen before, so feel free to click on those as well. Thanks for watching, guys, and I'll talk to you next time.